If we can't do anything that a man can do, all we're here for is to be a baby maker for you.
Didn't even say that.
All the tattoos right here in the leopard or cheetah bottoms. If that was her, what do you think? She said, I've done both. I've made money and I've had kids. What do you think she does for a living? I don't know what she does for a living, but I want y'all to take a guess. I'm curious.
Fucking top level scientist. You're a porn star. Yes, you can do both.
Hey, I didn't know she was a porn star. I'm just trying to put two and two together.
I'm not. I don't have the brains.
I'm not okay. So I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
That was what he
I really do not associate I do porn with high IQ. Not gonna lie.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Exhausted Truth, where I am your host, and I'm very exhausted from always having to tell the goddamn truth. But hey, someone's got to do it. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't watched this video, so let's do it together. All right. Just from the start of this, nah, I'm too harsh. Let's just go. I'll be talking to his shit. Let's just get going. Are y'all ready for this? Cause I don't know if I am.
Sure. I do want an answer at least to the original question. Do you think we need men?
No.
Still? Okay. Well. Okay.
Right off the rip. Why they don't even ease us into the shit. Now I know these are clips. I get it. You know, this isn't the full podcast, but god damn. I didn't even get time to get warmed up yet.
I mean, I still feel the same. Like
just short answers if you can.
Okay, then let's just go with no.
He said, keep it going, bitch.
Yes, for the larger, I don't know. I really don't. I feel confused about this.
I think every person should be valued equally, so yes.
I'm not going to keep pausing consistently. It's just the fact that she says she feels confused about this. It should tell you all you need to know about the direction of this video. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to see it to know that.
I don't think we need men, but I want them around I want everyone around who wants to be around. But do I have a desire to build a car? I don't have personally that desire. However, if I was put in a situation where I had no choice, I feel 100% confident I could learn and figure it out on my own.
So the answer is you don't.
My answer is I don't need them, but I'd like to live in a world with diversity, and I'd like people that are different than me to exist and learn from them. But I don't need them to survive.
Okay. Do you need? That's interesting. But
make men great again, though.
Okay. Do you think we need men?
Yeah, I think they serve some purposes.
Yes, we need men.
They serve some. It's interesting. Like, I would just immediately say, yes, we need women.
But we're stupid.
No,
I can't do what you can do.
That's a straw man.
Their brains are breaking.
That's a solid straw man argument.
Need men,
Never
though.
said
That's
that.
what I mean. Like, it's hard for me because in my personal life, I know that you're talking about.
You can even ask me, like, if I like women, if I think women are great. My immediate answer is yes.
Yeah.
But for women,
right,
it's.
But the way you guys talk,
Sure,
it's like
there's
women
some
are great
bad-
to
there's-
make me a sandwich. Like
That's not even what. Again,
he's
another straw man.
nodding. It's giving
another
like
straw man.
Andrew Tate, Harrison Butker.
What's wrong with that?
I can make a mean sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
What's the problem?
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It's just crazy.
Wait, Brian,
all right.
what do you think? What do you think?
About what?
Well, what you were just saying, you're like, no one asked me, like, what's great about women? Do we need women? Like, do men need women?
Well, if you just asked me the question, do we need women? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Do we need?
But
like,
why?
but you guys are like, no, don't need men.
To procreate.
Hey, I didn't. I said we need men.
That's the only reason you can think of it. That's all we're good for.
You mean the highest?
Did I say that? Do you know what a straw man is?
Say that,
Do you know what a straw man
but that is what you're applying.
Do you know what a straw man is?
If we're not good enough to do anything else that a man can do, right? If we can't, if we can't do anything that a man can do, all we're here for is to be a baby maker for you.
Didn't even say that.
That's
We
what
have
you guys
such
are
power.
implying.
Why
Didn't
do you
have
think
that.
we need
Powers
women
they don't
personally?
have,
Like, what's your
they know
what do you
that.
need to survive with women besides?
Well, here's the thing.
ability
I
to
mean, my
reproduce?
position. Procreation.
Right,
Certainly.
but that aside, 'cause you
to
told me that it
survive,
wasn't part of my
to
argument,
propagate.
procreation,
Is it wrong for me to want to propagate the species? Hello.
No, that's why I said I need men
but
for
for
sperm donor. But if we're
survival,
taking
for-
if we're taking reproductive out of it, just like if a society could function without women, do you think you need women to function as a society?
Yes, and I'll give
why?
you.
What do
Yes,
women
I'll give you an
contribute in your eyes?
explanation. Because I think that boys and girls both need their mother, and that there's an ontology which exists for women, their state of being, the feminine, and the masculine are both required to formulate good human beings.
That's facts.
I do not believe that you are going to have a society of good human beings unless you have the masculine and the feminine. I don't believe it, right? So that's why I think you need both. And I think that the further you get away from the idea of the feminine in women and the masculine in men, the more fucked up people seem to get. So that's why I think we need women absent reproduction. But to answer to your reproduction argument, if all it was reproduction, and that was the highest value of women, what the fuck would be wrong with that?
Is being
That's
a
an
mother
amazing.
and a caretaker not hand in hand with reproduction?
Well, no. You can be.
You know, there was a time that women were very proud to be able to have children. Now, women have like, it's one thing to just not want to have kids, but it is another thing to just completely pretend like that's just not an important, aspect of a woman's biology. That is
A caretaker, not reproduce.
They
at
just
all.
treat
What
it
are
like
you
it's
talking
not
about?
shit.
Boys and girls need their mothers.
I got to move.
Yeah,
on.
but I'm sorry.
Brian,
Can
go
you
ahead.
can you adopt?
Yeah, sure.
So,
you can
Annie, would
adopt.
you
Is
be
everyone gonna
would you
adopt?
be a
Is that-
mother? Well, you asked if they're necessary conditions to each other. They're not. You can be a caretaker for children and not have reproduce those
right,
children.
sure.
So if that is true, you still need the masculine and the feminine. I think that that's a requirement. But I still think also, to address your argument of reproduction, do you think I'm just a baby factory? That's like the highest value that men have for women and that women usually have for other women. It's gone away in society, but it used to be glorified motherhood. Matrons in society who gave birth used
That's
to be
what I'm saying.
glorified.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
looked at as by other women as, sweetheart, you really could have been a scientist. So hey, let me ask you this. If our smartest women, if you want to waste them in factories and you want to waste them in cubicles and you want to waste them working, why wouldn't you want the smartest women in society to be having children
Why can't they do
who are
both?
really fucking smart?
Exactly.
Why
women
can't
are
they do
so
both?
Because I'll tell you why. Because in order to hit this status, the elite status for women, they have to go to college. In order to do that, they waste the entirety of their 20s. They're not getting married till 30, so they have one fucking kid, if they have any. That's why you have a reproduction crisis. So if they're not starting early, they're not having very many children. So it's as we have run this experiment, here's what we found. They're not having them. So no, they can't do both because you can only draw attention.
both.
You can only draw attention so far, right? You're not the look. No offense. You're not a.
Hold on. First of all, who said it? Who said that? Was it the chick with all the tattoos, not the blonde one sitting next to Andrew, but was it the brunette chick with all the tattoos right here in the leopard or cheetah bottoms? If that was her, what do you think? She said, "I've done both. I've made money, and I've had kids." What do you think she does for a living? I don't know what she does for a living, but I want y'all to take a guess. I'm curious.
Fucking top level scientist. You're a porn star. Yes, you can do both.
Hey, I didn't know she was a porn star. I'm just trying to put two and two together. I assume she wasn't a scholar, right? But I also assume she wasn't like 50. So I'm assuming that she made a lot of money and became a mother at a young age. I'm just trying to read between the lines here. So I assumed porn star. And I think I might have been right.
But when you're talking about the best and the
Do you
brightest,
think I hold any value as a
you
porn
think the
star?
best. What I'm saying is that the
As a woman?
best and brightest inside of
She ain't gonna like the answer. And
society who are females, yes, I want them reproducing the best and brightest children.
Do you think just because I'm a porn star I can't do other things?
I know. There are girls.
What
on
does that have to do
OnlyFans
with anything that I just said?
You just said, no offense, you're a porn star.
Yeah, so
Does that mean I don't have the brains?
I'm not okay. So I'm just gonna be totally honest with you.
That was what he
I
said.
really do not associate I do porn with high IQ. Not gonna lie.
And that's
Well,
your
it happens.
personal wrong
That's
opinion. That's fine.
short-sighted.
I really
I
don't
graduated
associate
Dean's
the two.
List and honor
That's
roll. So
it's
that's
society's boxes that are in your head. It's sad.
Yeah,
That's your
right.
own personal prejudice against
It's
women
sad,
who
dude.
embrace themselves.
No, what does
And
that have to do
that's
with women?
Perfectly fine.
What is that? I said
What about
porn star.
Melania Trump?
Hang on.
Her
Did I
whole
say
body.
women
She's a
or did I say
genius.
corn star?
Am I not a woman porn
And
star?
are men not corn stars?
Yeah.
Okay, then what is that? I said that I don't associate high IQ with corn stars. You said, oh, so you don't like women corn stars? You think they have low
You
IQ?
guys can
I think
generalize
all
and
corn
shit, but we
stars.
can't.
I think all corn stars, male and female,
Okay.
I would associate with
Are
having low
smart.
IQs.
I would associate narcissistic bigots with having low IQs, personally.
So then you should stop being a narcissistic bigot.
That's not me.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I don't know. You've gone out of your way.
Your audience is kind of biased, so we definitely can't ask them. But I'm pretty sure if we asked the majority of everyone else, they would probably agree.
Why don't she go into one of her little cam shows and ask her audience and see how not biased they are?
Agree.
That I'm narcissistic for giving you facts?
No, that you're narcissistic for sitting here trying to tear people down and gaslight them.
And she instantly went to she instantly went to name calling. She got, look, she's a woman, but I mean, there's very mature women out there. This is not one of them. Okay, she got very in her emotions, in her feelings, and started name calling and attacking him. Instead of trying to rebuke what he had just said, right? Hey, look, she can disagree, right? Just come with a decent argument to disagree. But she couldn't do that. So now she goes to name calling and personal insults in order to make herself feel better. Because if you ask me, I think she felt that Andrew was telling the truth. So
what did I gaslight you into?
Fumbling and fucking up their answer to hope you get the reaction you want out of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were super high IQ. Shouldn't people not be able to do that to your super high IQ self?
You're not.
Oh, I don't know. You've been fumbling the entire night.
I really haven't.
You really have. You literally told the entire audience that a person stealing a Snickers bar potentially could have the same trauma as an SA victim. And you think you haven't fumbled?
I did not say the same trauma.
Did.
I said
you better rewind
I cannot
the tape.
perceive how that trauma affects that person.
I know.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move it on.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move it on. Let's move it on.
All right, that's the video. Hey, look, I don't know what to say, man. This is a situation where men throughout history. Listen, I love women. I love them. But men throughout history have made this country, made this world. I can't say country because I don't know where people live watching this. They might not live in the United States. But men have made this world such a safe place to live, right? Men have made this place such a safe place to live that now there's women that can just come out and say, I don't think we even need men anymore. So, but the problem is like these women, they won't credit the fact that it was men who made it safe for them to even come up with the stupid ass thought that they don't need men. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how safe they feel. And that's credited to men. I don't care how you like it, how you feel, right? There are extraordinary women out there. I'm not discrediting that. But when it comes to all the big wars and battles throughout history, right? It was predominantly men. There are very few instances where a woman was at the head of some of these things, but very few far in between. And, let's just be serious. That's not the majority of what was happening when it comes to these political movements or these wars that were happening, right? Colonization, all this shit. It was men, whether you like it or not. So these women can sit there and say and say that they think they don't need them now because it's safe enough that I think we'll be fine. But I mean, I still disagree. But to forget why you're able to even feel that way in the first place is, you can just chalk that up to the rest of the shit that our society doesn't think about before they decide to speak about. All right, y'all. Until next time, that's my time, and peace out.